Hello everyone, I am Divya, your math facilitator. So in today's session, we shall discuss the questions of exercise 7.2. Okay, so and exercise 7.2 is completely based on section formula. So firstly, let us revise section formula. So what is section formula? If there are 2 points A, x1, y1, and if there is one more point B, x2, y2, and if these 2 points are joined by a line segment, and if there is a point P, x comma y, which is dividing this line joining AB in the ratio, let us take it as m1 is to m2. So the section formula says you can get the coordinates of this point P using the points, okay, the formula m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. So the x coordinate you can get by using this formula, okay. So m1 x2, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, sum of the ratio. And for the y coordinate, what will you do? Simply replace this x coordinates, x2 and y2 with x2 and x1 with y2 and y1. So this will become m1. Instead of x2, I'll write y2 plus m2. Instead of x1, I'll write y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, did you understand? So this is how you can remember the formula m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, and now for the y coordinate m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Okay, so I hope this is very clear and we are going to use this formula now, right? So the entire exercise we will be using this formula. Okay, so the very first question of this exercise is find the point which divides the line segment joining -1, 7 and 4, -3 in the ratio 2 is to 3. So I'm just considering the point A as -1, 7. The point B I'm considering it as 4, -3, and the given ratio is 2 is to 3. Okay, so just now I gave you the formula. What is it? If A, x1, y1, and if you have B, x2, y2, and there is a point P which is dividing the line joining these 2 points, then P, x, comma, y you can get by using the formula m1, x2 plus m2, x1 by m1 plus m2. And now for y coordinate, you will write m1, y2. Instead of x2, you will write y2 plus m2. Instead of x1, you will write y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So we are going to use this formula here. So to use that, firstly let me identify what is x1, y1, this is x2, y2, and let me take this as m1 and m2. Now substituting in the formula, let this point P is dividing AB. Okay, so this point P, how will I get using this formula? Just write the formula here and let's substitute. So m1 is 2 into x2 is 4 plus m2 is 3, x1 is -1 divided by m1 plus m2. Now m1, y2 is -3 plus m2, y1 is 7 divided by m1 plus m2. That is equals to 2 4s are 8 minus 3 divided by 5 and -6 plus 21 divided by 5. So what is the final answer we get? 5 by 5 and -6 plus 21 is 15 by 5. So the final answer is 5 by 5 is 1 and 15 by 5 is 3. So the point P x comma y, which is dividing the line joining AB in the ratio 2 is to 3, is, you got it as 1 comma 3. Simple substitution in the section formula. Okay, and I told you how to remember section formula also. And there's one more important point. So we have already discussed the concepts, the important formulae of this chapter in the earlier class. So if you have missed watching it, then please do click on the I button and watch those videos too. Okay, so because as you can see in the second question, point of trisection is asked. So trisection is a concept which I already explained you so in detail. So please do watch that class as well. Okay, so that here you'll have a good continuation. Now the next question, find the points of trisection of the line segment joining 4 minus 1. Let me take A is 4 minus 1, B is -2 -3, I need to find the point of trisection. Now, if you just observe the difference between the previous question and this question, here A and B is given to you, here also A and B is given to you. Here ratio is given to you, here ratio is not given to you, but they are asking you point of trisection. So, always remember what is the meaning of trisection. Section means parts. Trisection means 3 parts. Okay, so you should find a point which divides AB into 3 parts. So, for example, if this is point A, if this is point B, so I can have a point, say P here, which divides AB in the ratio. This is one part, from A to P is one part and P to B is 2 parts. So, total if you add 1 plus 2, you will get 3 parts. Okay, so I can have a point P in this way which divides in the ratio. So, P divides in the ratio 1:2. Here, so 1:2, which means total how many parts? 3 parts. Trisection means it has to divide into 3 parts. So, you can see P is dividing into 3 parts. One part is from AP and PB is 2 parts out of the entire 3 parts. Now, not only this, there can be one more point. Okay, suppose if I consider this is the line A and B. Okay, so you can see P is dividing in the ratio 1:2. So there can be a point Q here which divides in the ratio 2:1. That is A to Q, it can be 2 parts. Q to B, it can be 1 part. That means there can be one more point Q which divides AB in the ratio 2:1. And clearly you can see 2:1 is also the sum of 2:1. If you take 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, so whenever this question is asked, point of trisection is asked, they will not give you the ratio. You will have to take the ratio. One ratio you will take is 1:2. Taking this ratio 1:2 and using these 2 points, similar to the previous question, you will get the point P. Now for the second point, as I told you, there is one point. There can be one more point also Q, isn't it? See, P can divide in the ratio 1:2, which is 3 parts. Q can also divide in the ratio 2:1, which is total 3 parts. So, which means you want point of trisection. Trisection means it has to divide into 3 parts. It can divide into 1:2 ratio or 2:1 ratio. Clear? So, total you will have 2 points when point of trisection is asked. So, 2 points can divide into 3 parts. Okay. So, this is 1 point, P is 1 point and Q is 1 point. So, taking A, B and P, you will get P, and taking A, B and Q ratio, you will get the point Q. So, 2 points you will get. So, 2 times section formula we are using. Let's do it. You will get more clarity on this. So, I am considering A as x1, y1, B as x2, y2. Now, P, let us take it as xy and the ratio is m1:m2. Let's substitute in section formula. What is section formula? So, to get point P x comma y, we know it is m1 x2 plus m2 x1. So, m1 is 1 into x2 is -2 plus m2 is 2, x1 is 4 divided by m1 plus m2 is 1 plus 2. Now again m1, y2 is -3 plus m2, y1 is -1 divided by m1 plus m2. So what is the answer? You are getting -2 plus 8 by 3 and -3 minus 2 by 3. So the final answer I get here is 6 by 3 and -5 by 3. So 6 by 3 is nothing but 2 and -5 by 3. So this point 2, the coordinates of the point 2 are 2 comma -5 by 3. So P is dividing in the ratio 1:2. So it is a point of trisection. Now next, as we discussed, there can be a point Q also. So Q coordinates, how can you write? Now what you will do is, you will not consider this ratio, you will consider this ratio as m1 and m2 because Q is dividing in the ratio 2:1. So that is the ratio for Q. Okay, and 1:2 is the ratio for P. I hope it is clear. So A and B are the points, same points. So let us write it here so that it will be easy for us. Point A is 4 comma -1. Point B is -2 comma -3. And Q is dividing in the ratio 2:1. Isn't it? So let us try to do it now. Q's ratio is 2:1. So I am taking this as m1, m2. This as x1, y1, x2, y2. Let's substitute in the formula now. So you will have m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay. So minus 4 plus 4 divided by 3, minus 6 minus 1 divided by 3. So the point is minus 4 plus 4 is 0. 0 divided by 3 is 0 and this is minus 7 by 3. So coordinate of Q, you got it as 0 and minus 7 by 3. So therefore the final conclusion you write is therefore the points of trisection. The points of trisection are, whenever trisection is asked, you will get 2 points. One is P and the other is Q. So P, how much did we get? P is 2 comma minus 5 by 3 and Q you got it as 0 comma minus 7 by 3. Clear? So let's proceed to the next question. Before that, again I am telling you, whenever point of trisection is given to you, ratio will not be given in the question. You'll have to take the ratio as 1 is to 2 and 2 is to 1. Just remember, trisection means 3 parts. How do you get 3 parts? So either you can take 1 plus 2 gives you 3 parts or 2 plus 1 gives you 3 parts. So the ratio is 1 is to 2 or 2 is to 1. Okay, using this ratio you'll get 1 point. Using this ratio you'll get the second point. Clear? Let's proceed to the next question. Achha, before moving on to the next question, I have a very important and exciting announcement for you. So you can gain Unacademy subscription for free. Do you trust me? So have a look here. It's really true. You can gain Unacademy subscription for free. So as we have Children's Day week, so here we have Winners Week now. You can ask any doubt, any 10 doubts and get Unacademy subscription, 15 days subscription for free. Okay, so ask 10 doubts and get 15 days subscription for free. So you can, experience premium classes which plus students enjoy. So you can see the supreme quality content there. So use this feature because you're getting it for free. All you need to do is ask 10 doubts. Okay, on the platform you'll have to ask 10 doubts. So you'll get a video solution for the 10 doubts, right? And also you can see this feature of ask a doubt is really helpful for you in your homework, in your projects. So 10 doubts is a minimum amount of doubts. If I'm not wrong, everyone will have so many doubts. So 10 doubts is a very less number of doubts and it is completely free. So you can ask 10 doubts and the date is from 15th November to 21st November. You'll have to ask the doubts. So after asking 10 doubts, not only just asking the doubts, you'll have to watch the video solution because you're asking a doubt to clear your doubt, isn't it? So you'll have to watch the video solution given by the educator so that you can clear your doubt, you can make the learning happen, and also a 15-day free subscription you can win. Okay, this is for all the students who ask 10 doubts on the platform between this time period 15 to 21st November. Okay, so the link for using this ask a doubt feature I'll give you in the description box, and the code you will use to ask this feature is DMM. So using this feature DMM, you can unlock the free feature, ask unlimited doubts 24/7. You can ask your doubts, and as of now this week you can also win subscription. Okay, so do ask your doubts, and classes 6 to 12 can ask your doubts. Okay, and for NTSC Foundation also you can ask your doubts, right? So do share it with all your friends who are in classes 6 to 12, right? And the code they can use is DMM, and the links I am giving you in the description box for this ask a doubt feature, right? And also gain the free subscription too. Use this feature to the fullest extent to get the best benefit of this, right? And here we go. So how can you use this ask a doubt feature? You can just click on the link which I am giving you. So this is where you go and you can take the picture. So suppose your doubt is in a textbook, you can take the picture of that particular page and crop the exact question. Whichever question is your doubt, crop that exact question, upload that question. You will get a free video solution from the educator. So in this way you'll ask 10 doubts, and once you ask 10 doubts between this time 15 November to 21st November, and you will get a free subscription for 15 days. Okay, the code you can use to unlock this free feature is DMM, and classes 6 to 12 can use this feature. Okay, the link is given in the description box. Do use the feature, do use it to the fullest extent for your benefit. Okay, it's completely free. Now you can also join my plus classes. Like I told you, if you ask 10 dollars, you'll get a free subscription for 15 days. So once you get your subscription, you can join all my courses, all my plus classes. And in plus classes, we also have raise a hand feature where you can talk to us in the class, interact with us. You'll have a lot of polls, quizzes, and supreme quality content, right? So these are my plus courses. You can join it, right? And yes, Unacademy Emerge is also here, and this time, this week, it is the last Emerge. Okay, so the final Emerge is here. This is the last opportunity for you to explore the chapters, to know which model questions you can expect from those chapters, right? So do give this test. It is aligned with your syllabus. And top 3 students here again will gain Unacademy subscription for free. You will get a video solution. Suppose if in case you are not able to answer any question, you can watch the video solution for free. And also toppers will get one-to-one mentorship by experts. Okay, so the timings of this Unacademy Emerge are 5 to 6:30 p.m. 5 to 6:30 p.m. Saturday to Tuesday you will have this test for class 12, and Saturday and Sunday you will have the test for class 10. So do use this feature to the fullest extent, and this would be the final Unacademy Emerge. It's a free test. Okay, so enroll for free. The link I'll give you in the description box, and the code you will use is, what is the code you will use? You all know it. It is nothing but DMM, Divyama Max. Use this code to unlock the free feature Emerge. Okay, so this Saturday and Sunday, it's the last chance for you to give the Emerge. It is very useful for your Polytechnic Triple IT entrance examination also. So don't forget to use the features Ask It Out and Emerge, which are completely free. Okay, let's proceed to the next question. Question number 3. Find the ratio. So here you will have to find the ratio. Ratio is not given to you. You will have to find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points. Points are given. A is minus 310 and B is 68. And this line segment is divided by this point minus 1 minus 6. So you have a line segment. This is A is minus 310. You have B is 6 comma minus 8, and there is a point P minus 1 comma 6. Did you understand the question? Find the ratio. Okay, we don't know the ratio. I'm taking let the ratio. Whenever they'll ask you to find the ratio, you will take the ratio as K is to 1. You will take the ratio as K is to 1. Now you will get it out, ma'am. Just now you told that the ratio is what? The ratio is M1 is to M2. Isn't it? You told me it is M1 is to M2. Now how it is K is to 1, I'll tell you here. Have a look here. We have taken the ratio as M1 is to M2. So divide both the ratios, okay, both the terms by M2. So you'll get M1 by M2 is to M2 by M2. So this is M1 by M2 is to M2, M2 cancel, you'll have 1 here. Now this M1 by M2, I can take it as something, some variable K, and I have 1. So to find the ratio, we have considered the ratio as M1 is to M2. So M1 and M2 are two unknown values. So to find two unknown values is easy, or to find one unknown value is easy? Definitely to find one unknown value is easy, isn't it? So these two unknown values we are simply converting into one unknown value, which is K. K is nothing but M1 by M2. Clear? So there is nothing new. The same thing we are converting it for our own convenience. Okay, instead of finding two values, you will find only one value, which is easy. So we are taking the ratio as K is to 1. Clear? So now the points minus 310 and 6 minus 8. Minus 310, 6 minus 8 is divided by minus 1, 6. So you should be able to identify the points. Clear? So now Okay. So I was disconnected. Okay, I hope it is clear now. So we are taking the ratio as k is to 1. Okay, so let us just consider the points. Let us take this as x1, y1, this as x2, y2, and you know this point P is nothing but x comma y, and the ratio is m1 is to m2. Now we know section formula to find the coordinate of P is nothing but m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. Write this formula at least once early morning, okay, at least for 7 days. You will remember, you'll never forget, because you need it till your SA2 examination, isn't it? And even if you're writing your policy examination, you will need these formulas, right? So please do practice it. Now point P is given as -1, 6, that is equals to m1. Here in this case it is k. Okay, m2 is 1. So m1 x2 is 6 plus m2 x1 is -3 divided by m1 plus m2, and m1 y2 is -8 plus m2 y1 is 10 divided by m1 plus m2. So -1 comma 6, this is the point, that is equals to 6k minus 3 divided by k plus 1 and -8k plus 10 divided by k plus 1. All we want is to get the k value, isn't it? This is the ratio we want. Ratio we have taken it as k is to 1. So if you get this k value, you can find the ratio, right? So that is what we are doing. So now what you can do is, we have substituted in section formula. Now the last step is, you can either equate x to x coordinate. See, these are 2 points are equal. In each point you have x and y coordinate. Here also you have x and y coordinate. So if 2 points are equal, which means x coordinate of this point is equal to x coordinate of this point, and y coordinate of this point is equal to y coordinate of this point. That is simple logic, right? So I'm just equating x coordinate of this point equal to x coordinate of this point. So what do we get here? So -1 is equals to 6k minus 3 divided by k plus 1. Just cross multiply. So -1 into k plus 1 is equals to 6k minus 3. -1 into k is minus k, and -1 plus 1 is -1, equal to 6k minus 3. Now let us take all k terms one side, constants one side. So I'm taking -1 here, -3 transposing here, it will be +3 is equals to 6k minus k transposing the other side, it will be plus k. So -1 plus 3 is 2 is equals to 6k plus k is 7k. So k equal to, you will get it as 2 by 7. So therefore, let me write it here. So therefore, I got k value as 2 by 7. But what you should find, you have to find the ratio. Ratio is nothing but k is to 1, which is 2 by 7. K value is 2 by 7 is to 1. Now multiply by 7 on both the sides. Actually, this is what we do. Otherwise, also you can send the 7 to the other side. You will get 2 is to 7. But the right procedure is multiplying by 7 on both the sides. You will get 7 and 7 cancel. So 2 is to 7 into 1 is 7. Okay, so therefore the ratio is 2 is to 7. I hope this is very clear for you now. Why are we taking it as k is to 1? Because it will be very easy for us to find a single value, and we are using section formula here, right? So I hope this is very clear, and shall we proceed to the next question? Okay, so here you go, question number 4. If 1, 2, 4, 4y, x 6 and 3, 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order, find x and y. So, for example, if this is a parallelogram given to us, let this be A, B, C, D. I'm considering this point as A, this as B, this as C, and this as D. Let me write it here. A is 1, 2, B is 4y. We have to take in order. It is given taken in order. So, you'll have to take in order 1, 2, 4, 5. Next is C, x 6, and D is 3, 5. So, you need to find the value of x and y. Okay, find x and y. Very simple concept of a parallelogram is that diagonals in a parallelogram bisect each other. Okay, here you will, whenever a parallelogram question is given to you, you will immediately you should remember that diagonals in a parallelogram bisect each other. Now, what is the meaning of bisect each other? If there are two lines, if I say this is a line AB, this is line CD, okay, or let me take this is AC line and this is BD line. If these two lines are bisecting each other, what is the meaning of bisect? Bisecting means dividing into equal parts. Okay, bisect. means dividing into equal parts. Okay, two equal parts. Bisect. So dividing into two equal parts. Bi means two, right? So bisecting means two equal parts. So if I say these two lines are bisecting each other, which means BD is dividing AC into two equal parts and AC is dividing BD into two equal parts. Okay, so if this is AC, so there is a line BD which is dividing this AC into two equal parts. So this part is equal to this part. And also I can say AC is dividing BD into two equal parts. So this part equal to this part. So let us take this point of intersection as O. Okay, so here this point of intersection I am taking it as O. So as we have discussed so much that bisecting means it is dividing into two equal parts, right? So let's use the same concept here. Here in a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. So I can say AC is bisecting BD, which means AC is divided into two parts. See, AO and OC are two parts of AC and O is a midpoint. Okay, equal parts. If AC you have, and if AO equal to OC, which means O is what? O is a midpoint. Similarly, I can see BD is bisected by AC, or I can see this OD equal to OB, which means O is midpoint of BD, right? So therefore, I can say O is midpoint of AC and O is midpoint of BD. So O is midpoint of AC and O is midpoint of BD. Or in simple words, can I say midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD? Isn't it? So in simple words, I can say midpoint of AC, which is nothing but O, that is equals to midpoint of BD. BD's midpoint is also O. Isn't it? So simple. So whenever a question of parallelogram is given to you, this point should strike to your mind. Midpoint of AC should be equal to whom? Midpoint of BD. Because O is the midpoint of both of them, isn't it? O is same. So I can say midpoint of AC equal to midpoint of BD. Now what is midpoint formula? Do you remember? If I have 2 points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2, midpoint formula is nothing but midpoint means it is dividing into equal parts. Suppose this is A, this is B, this is the midpoint I want to find P. So it is dividing into equal parts. So if I take the ratio, what will I get? Ratio will be 1:1. Two same parts, isn't it? This part is equal to this part. So ratio will be 1:1. If you substitute the ratio as 1:1 in section formula, what do you get? P x comma y, how much will you get? So m1, this is m1 and m2. So m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, and similarly m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. So how much do we get here? So it is nothing but x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So whenever midpoint is asked, directly you will take this formula. If P is a midpoint of 2 points, let this be A and B. So it is nothing but x1 plus x2 by 2, that is sum of x coordinates divided by 2 and sum of y coordinates divided by 2. So this is nothing but from section formula only we are getting midpoint formula. Clear? So here let me use the midpoint of AC. So I have A, I am taking it as x1 y1, C I will take it as x2 y2. So what is midpoint formula? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. This midpoint is equal to BD. So B I'll take it as x1 y1 now and D as x2 y2. So again x1 plus x2 by 2. Midpoint you are applying for which 2 points now? B and D. So B is x1 y1 and D I am taking x2 y2. So x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. Now again see, these are 2 points and 2 points are equal. So what can I say when 2 points are equal? Just now I told you, you can equate the x coordinates and also y coordinates are equal. Okay, so let us equate the x coordinates. So I have 1 plus x by 2, x coordinate is equal to 4 plus 3 is how much? It is 7. So I am writing 7 by 2. Now 2 and 2 cancel. So you'll have 1 plus x equal to 7, or I can write x equal to 7 minus 1 is 6. Now let us equate the y coordinates. See, 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 by 2 is equals to y plus 5 by 2. Now again 2 and 2 cancel. So 8 equal to y plus 5, or what I can write, y equal to 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. So you have to find x and y. So therefore, x equal to 6, y equal to 3 are the values. What did we use here? Simple property of a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. I hope this is very clear for you now. Let's proceed to the next question. So find a point A where AB is the diameter of a circle. So suppose if I have a circle and this is the diameter of a circle AB. AB is the diameter of a circle. Okay. So this is the center of the circle O. Right. AB is diameter of a circle whose center is 2 minus 3. So the center is given as 2 minus 3. And B is given as 1 comma 4. Now, simple property of a circle, we know that if AB is diameter, and O is center, AB is diameter and O is center. So can I write what is AO? Tell me what is AO. From center to point on a circle is called radius. AO is radius. Can you tell me what is OB then? OB is also radius. Okay, so I can say AO is equal to radius and OB is also equal to radius. Or can I say AO equal to OB, both are equal? So this part is equal to this part. Or can I say, which implies O is midpoint of AB. Okay, the center is the midpoint of the diameter, isn't it? So O is midpoint of AB. So simple midpoint formula will substitute. So O coordinates are 2 minus 3. This is the midpoint of A and B. So let me take A as x comma y and B you have 1 comma 4. So to substitute in midpoint formula, what do you want? You will write this as x1 y1, this is x2 y2. With pencil always write, it will be very clear for you. So midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Now 2 points are equal. So what will you do? X to x coordinate, y to y coordinate, you will equate. So let us do it here. So x coordinate to x coordinate, x plus 1 by 2. Now cross multiply, 2 into 2 you will get 4 equal to x plus 1, x equal to you will get 3. Now again y to y coordinate, let us equate. So y coordinate here on LHS is minus 3 and here on RHS is y plus 4 by 2. So cross multiply, minus 6 equals to y plus 4 you will get, or y value you will get it as minus 6 minus 4 is minus 10 you will get. Okay, so x and y value we got it here. But what is x and y value? It is nothing but point A, isn't it? So therefore I can say point A x comma y is nothing but 3 comma minus 10. Okay, so this is the other point of the diameter. Clear? Other end of the diameter you can call. Okay, so for today these are the 5 questions which we have solved, and let's solve the remaining questions in the next class. I hope the explanation is super cool and helpful for you. If yes, do subscribe to the channel and like the video right now, and do use ask a doubt feature, and also Unacademy emerge. Do attend the test, it will be very helpful for you. Both are free features, isn't it? So the link to enroll and the code I'll give you in the description box. Code is DMM. Link I'll give you in the description box. So take care. I'll see you all in the next class. Do share the sessions with all your friends and do share this information with all your friends. So bye bye. Take care. Good night. And I'll see you all in the next class.